Okay. Grab your ticket. Feed it into the machine. Right, here we are again. Part 3 looms. Teleport was this one, wasn't it? Hey, Rob. My prediction for this chapter. So, this is chapter 3. We're going to... Are we going to find out the contents of the vault this time, or is that something you're going to keep to the end? That is something I would keep to the end, because that's going to be a big shoe that drops. I think it might come out that the butler isn't actually blind. Accusations are certainly going to start flying in a big bad way through, you know, from the crew. And maybe somebody's going to start questioning, hey, Donkey, how's it going? The game is absolutely fantastic. I do thoroughly recommend that you give it a go. This is part 3, by the way, so if, you know, you are curious, then there are other parts. We've been doing sort of one part every Wednesday night for the last 3 weeks. I think that people are going to start querying where the police are, because they still haven't arrived. I mean, it is a remote island. This will give you a quick catch-up, though, Donkey. Why is this right arm lower than the left?
About what you heard a woman. Tell him.
Balls.
I'd rather not lower myself to using this as garbage.
Mr. Tesla?
Oh.
Call them down immediately. Bang
Oh, absolutely. So this is when we arrived. I say we. We're not any particular character.
Well, it must have been some time between when that woman was shouting at him and when the detective arrived.
So he said, a woman, to Edison,
Tell him.
but then she made him lie.
I'd rather not lower myself to using Tesla's garbage.
He said that.
Mr. Tesla? Call them down immediately. Bang the gun.
For reasons I can't fathom,
Stop!
the OBS has really been messing. I think I have to just wipe my system back to the Stone Age, but I kind of need it for work.
Shouting at him and when the detective arrived.
About what you heard a woman. Tell him. I'd rather not lower myself to using Tesla's garbage.
Fast forward.
Call them down immediately. Bang the gun. Stop!
I mean, it's certainly a slow burn. It's not like an action game, but it is a big thinker, and the writing is phenomenal. I do thoroughly recommend you give it a look if you can. Chapter 1? What?
My name is Gustav. Gustav? That's right.
Oh, I remember why we're on chapter 1. We came back here last time just to see. This is weird. Taking a very long time to load. Yeah, I think it's something. So we're going to follow Gustav for this chapter. It is something that I've done CPU, GPU, RAM. So CPU, I've got a 7700K overclocked to 5 gig. GPU is a 1080 Ti, and I've got 32 gig of RAM. But I've got a lot of. I tried to record some footage earlier, and it just like killed the game, and I honestly don't know what's happening. I've not changed any settings or anything like that. It's just. Well, I've been applying for a lot of jobs lately, so I'm wondering if that's got something to do with it. Right, so Gustav is in this room as where we left him. So let's resume and see what's going on with Gustav. Yeah, it's really playing merry hell. I don't know if I just need to ditch OBS, start it again, or...
Hello, operator. Please connect me to the police, please.
This is the fake phone call he made to the police.
Do hereby declare this to be my last will and testament.
Here we go. Chapter 3. I mean, it could just be that it was the first load. So, let's position ourselves. So Gustav is questioning folks. It is a damn... There's the not-so-blind butler. How is the stream looking? Is it looking bad, or do you guys have a good view? Like, it's not jittery or anything like that? Yeah, possibly something I need to do.
Mr. Swan, did you let each of the guests in personally?
Yes, sir. All except for Miss White. She came with you.
Right. And when you opened the door, could somebody else have snuck in behind them? Maybe somebody we don't know about.
I don't know, sir.
Oh, well, those two fighting about.
Why would Tesla pay to have a blind assistant?
To keep his secret safe from prying eyes. And he did not pay me. I work for free. It's what the government says I must do to stay here in America.
That's slavery, what you're describing.
No. I was a slave in Zanzibar. I am an indentured servant. But if people think I killed Mr. Tesla, I will be sent back. I cannot go back.
He's never going to jeopardize his position, surely.
Thank you. Please, excuse me. I must turn down the guest rooms. Of course.
Couldn't shut that door, I was looking through there. Alright, Gustav, what are you going to do? Let's follow him. Tesla's where we left him. This is them getting the lock off, isn't it? That is not the direction you would turn a key to lock a door. What's he got? What's he got? I can't look at it. That's... Oh, it's just one's locked out. Okay, they're trying to do a seance next door by the sound of things. Go, boy, go!
It came from in there. Where is she?
Where is she?
I don't know.
Just turned into Batman.
Laura?
Ah, everybody's gonna find the secret door. Huh? Missed this one, very wet. Wonder how he got back in.
Just you back off.
This is gonna make watching everybody back later on easier. They're all here. I say all. Where's the tycoon's son? Oh. Found him.
Laura.
Oh, we'll find out soon enough. Oh, I think I just lost a sensor. It's not plugged into an incompatible port. It's plugged into a USB 2 like you asked me to. This is going to be a problem, I think.
He's dead.
We all know who it was. It was this godforsaken animal.
Put that finger away before I snap it off.
Spoken like a true innocent man.
Yeah, and where were you?
I was with Mr. Swan.
It is true. He was with me. Who would want to kill this poor?
I don't see anyone giving you an alibi.
Well, you wanted to kill him because of the whiskey issue.
Tell her. She doesn't seem very keen, does she?
It could have been, Miss White.
Don't you dare.
I say we tie up this animal until the police arrive and take him back to his cage for good.
Right, this is starting to annoy me. I'm gonna have to tweak. I think I've got options. As a temporary measure, I think I'm just going to do this. Let's see if that fixes our problem. I may need to restart the Oculus software because everything is now just gone 3'd off. Bear with me, everybody. And we're gonna have to restart everything. I'll try and keep the stream live. I wish I could stream this game just one time without my system breaking. Right. Let's turn this desktop microphone on and mute this one for now. Where were we? Yeah, restarting the Oculus software. And do it this way. I wonder if I'll look at the debug tool. Is there anything on there that can help me? I know which sensor it is. Yeah, I think it's just down to that sensor. The problem is when you have 3 sensors, it wants you to connect one of them to USB 2. The only USB 2 ports I have are on a keyboard, and it just seems to lose power every now and again, and it craps out the sensor. So if I just have a quick look at this debug tool. Right, the Oculus link is irrelevant. And let's have a quick look at the scene. So, sensor 1, 2, and 3 all seem to be fine. They seem to be up and running. So, let's give that another bash. Steam also says all 3 are fine. I know that this gets angry at me for launching it with not having the headset on. That's what I like it. I set the stream for 10 past. Oh, that doesn't look like even remotely normal. Can you see this? I think you can. What did I just pick? I don't know what I just picked. I might have to restart the entire system. Because now it's gone black. And Steam isn't picking up a headset at all. Oh dear. You can sit and run a system all day long and it is fine. But then the moment you hit go live, it just breaks. Hello folks. Hopefully we're back live again. The system completely crapped the bed, and I honestly don't know what is running. It kept getting memory errors. I see the CPU's at 95% right now. What is causing that? Microsoft compatibility telemetry? It's settling to about 50. Let's see what the GPU is doing. So it's doing a lot for encoding this video. And apparently a chunk on Skype. But that may or may not have settled things down a bit. Let's get Steam back open. And what do we need? Invisible hours, voice meter. That's about it really. There's a Rift Repair download. If you go to Oculus, it's there on the website. Okay, what's broken? Let's pop out the chat. Is that what it is? Is there a memory leak on the Rift software? Would explain a lot. Okay, so that's up and running. Let me make sure the controllers are connected. In fact, I might start Steam VR first. Pop the phone away. And you also need the Oculus mirror because this game only displays half the screen. So if we want to nice full screen, We need to capture the VR view. Alright, that's up and running. Quick check. CPU's at 100%. Loading up Steam. Steam's taking up a lot of CPU right now. There we go, that's settling down as well. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's give this another bash. I will hop into VR again. Let me just switch mics. Is there a mobile app for this? Because that'd be sweet. And get back into VR. Yee, trippy. Okay, I can't see much right now. You guys are going to have to be my quality control and let me know if anything changes or if there's anything that needs doing. In fact, I want to have a quick glance at that. Turn off the display capture. Capture the mirror. That's more like it. Files. Need to make the... There we go. Well, that seems to be running smoother already. Now I've lost the chat. Right. Hopefully that kept some of that progress. If not, we'll have to fast forward through it. I think it's remembered.
It came from in there.
I do like this environment, it's very nice.
But I promise you, this will not go unpunished.
I thought I would come face to face with an inventor who is greater than I.
And you did.
Just because you're handsome does not mean I will give up my secrets so fast.
Forgive me, Mr. Swan, but why would Tesla pay to have a blind assistant? Florus Luckett. It came from in there. But I promise you, this will not go unpunished.
I thought I would come face to face with an inventor who is greater than I.
Just because you're handsome does not mean I will give up my secrets so fast.
Forgive me, Mr. Swan, but why would Tesla pay to have a blind assistant?
That was quicker than last time. We've still got 6 off.
That's enough!
Mr. Edison, I need to mark the time of death. Do you have the hour?
It's 11:35.
Oh yeah, you two were talking last.
Mr. Swan,
Yes, sir.
why are you wet?
When I heard Miss White scream, I thought it was coming from outside, so I went to make sure.
I mean, that's bullshit.
You're blind, not deaf. Her scream clearly came from under the house.
Sir, if you had suggested that I had anything to do with...
Now hear this! All of you. I sat quietly and listened to your lies. And one of you took that to mean I was a fool. And in your arrogance, you took another life. This young boy's life! But I promise you, this will not go unpunished. This will not go unpunished!
Are you drunk? We're following you right now. Oh, is that the end of the chapter? Oh, it's a short one. We might get all of this done today. Right, so where was Flora this entire time then? Oh, we're on chapter 4, that's why I can't find anybody. Chapter 3. Flora was up here. Let's see where she was and what she was up to.
I am Marisa.
Oh yeah, we left these two in the confrontation in the kitchen. Where you going, lady? Where you going, lady? Where you going, lady? Why have I gone 3'd off again? Ah, so this is where he lets him in.
Ma chérie! We are friends, aren't we? Would you like to talk with the dead? What do you mean?
Don't you want to be alone? With me?
Come on. It's a party. Victor found a contraption that Tesla used to communicate with the dead. Does it work? Let's find out together, huh? A seance. Actually, I was looking for Mr. Swan.
Well, maybe you should go and find him
Don't
then.
be rude. 3 is a magic number. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
Alors, the number 1 rule of a seance is that no one leaves the circle once we begin. We must
I mean, she's got that right, to be fair.
stay together for safety.
Oh yeah, Donkey, there's something that you really should know about these two, but I don't want to tell you it. On the off chance that you're just going to stop watching and buy this yourself, because I thoroughly recommend that you do. Wait, what?
Is there wish to speak with in the spirit world? Perhaps the man in your locket? How do you know about him? You're a young woman. A long way from England. You wear a wedding ring, yet you are traveling alone. That locket might just be for decoration. Who is he? My husband. How did he die? No more. Saving 10 other men's lives. I'd rather not talk his name. Well, I don't want to say. His name is Richard. I have to go. Somewhere. No! You're hurting me!
Stop.
I think I just caught a glimpse of Mr. Swan.
My mother. She died when I was young. You know,
Right. Do we think he's down here dead already? We were later on in the day when she discovered the body, or at least when she screamed. I'm sure it was about 25 to when the stream failed. Let's have a look. I don't see a body. Let's keep going. I want to find out the moment she finds out. I'm not seeing a body. Oh, no, yeah, there he is. So, the only person that doesn't come down the stairs is essentially Tesla. Right?
if somebody's down here, you better come out now.
Hey, Paul. So she didn't kill him. Do you know I had her pegged as a killer? I'm gonna leave him till last. Although we may stumble upon his killer first. Maybe it was suicide. I think it was Edison. Because he was admiring his pocket watch earlier. Maybe... Okay, theory. He was using that earlier to pry that door upstairs open. So, he had that in his hand. Mr. Swan goes, jiggles the power to deactivate the electromagnetic lock. That sends out a pulse and launches the letter opener into Dude, and it's all just actually an accident. That's what I'm saying. Oh, we've gone 3'd off again. What the hell? That's more like it. We're having tech problems, if you haven't noticed, Paul. Here comes the cavalry. Blah, 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 blah. And I think that's basically the end of the timeline. So, Mr. Swan. No, we want to stay on 3. We know where you were here. You were in the kitchen with Miss White, which is back here. Walking through the door, blah, 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 off to the right. So, let's see. How's everything looking, Paul? Because, honestly, these tech issues are really starting to drive me crazy. We've gone 3'd off again. Donkey says that there's a software repair for the Rift software, and I had memory issues earlier. Right, we've seen this. He's blah, 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 blah. I'm not a slave, I'm an indentured servant. Now you're going to go outside. Look how quickly his limp got better. Right, so he doesn't shut the door properly there. And that's what makes it blow open and take the covering off a Tesla. Looking okay on my end. From what I can see, everything's running fine on the stream. Oh, that's fine then. As long as you guys are getting a good view, I can live with that. Did he trip or was he dodging Gustav? How did Gustav not hear the door be jiggled? Oh, he said Flora's locket. It's when the stream died, so I didn't hear that. Where are you going, dude? That could have ended badly. Alright, there's Edison. Yeah, I like my electromagnetic shock theory. Oh, Edison peeped that. And yet still he blames the convict. And he's not walking weird in front of Edison.
What's going on?
Why maintain the lie?
I suggest you back off.
Frickin' did this to me last time. And we pretty much know how everything goes from here. Blah blah blah, he's dead. Why do we have a black spot there?
It is true. He was with me. Who would want to kill this poor
I don't see anyone giving you an alibi.
What was you do? Tell him.
Tell him. She doesn't seem very keen, does she?
It could have been Mr. White.
Don't you dare.
I say we tie up this animal until the police arrive and take it back to his cage for good. That's enough?
Mr. Edison, I need to mark the time of death.
I mean, dude's got his own pocket watch.
Do you have the hour?
He clearly...
It's 11:35.
I pressed the wrong button. Balls. I want to check Edison's watch. So the showed visit. Yeah, no, you totally need to do that. I'm glad that is gone well for you, and hopefully the RMA makes it back to Valve in good time.
Do you have the hour?
Alright, you. Can I? I can't look at this. Oh, I can. I think this is Margaret on it. Because I'm pretty sure Homeboy has his own watch, so he wanted him to get that out specifically. Right. We need another victim, another person to follow. So we have all of Flora's story. We have all of Mr. Swan's story. Augustus Vanderberg has got a massive, massive blank spot. But I'm going to do him last. So let's follow Tommy Boy and find out how he ended up in the kitchen. Now, where did we last leave Edison? I honestly have no freaking idea. Where is he? So he's there. Mooching around upstairs. He's gone downstairs. Fixes the thing. and then heads back upstairs, I guess. Might as well try the stairs.
I've got a treat for you. Come with me.
Listen, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, yes, of course.
Go on in.
Wrong button.
On in.
Oh, that's quite the pocket watch. May I see it? See it?
I bought it at auction. It belonged to Mozart.
Really?
Tesla used it to contact.
Alright. Says Mozart,
So what is it?
not Margaret.
How did you know about this?
It's what he was doing when you interrupted him earlier.
It's down here.
What is?
Did Edison kill him?
Come on. It's through here.
My God.
Watch this.
What's that?
It's a machine that can fly.
That's not possible.
Well, hold on to your hat, because this one is designed to leave our planet entirely. A coaster that can be propelled up into the heavens.
How do you know any of these work?
I am my father's son.
He would have been very proud of you. What's this?
Careful. Don't want any other deaths.
Why would you say that? Other deaths. Why those exact words? Turn out to be deaths.
This is looking heated. So that's how he gets hold of...
Loud enough.
Right. He thinks he tried to murder him.
No one with a life as perfect as yours would want to kill themselves.
Oh.
I see what you're doing. You didn't bring me down here to show me all this. You brought me down here to finish what you started. You're the one who tried to kill me.
I brought you down here to see if you could open the lock on that door. A locked door in a secret room.
You're the one who tried to poison me. You're the one who burnt that document. That's how I know what other death means. You wanted me out of the way. So you could take all this for the interwoven. But this is my genius.
Tommy boy.
Waste not, want not.
Oh, you evil bastard. I didn't want to know that, but oh well. I should have known when I saw the bottle on the floor. So then you zip upstairs, go out round into the kitchen, where you then eventually meet Mr. Swan. Shouldn't he be halfway through the window by now? No, I guess not. What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing?
Cleaning the windows? And we know how this story then goes from here. So, Thomas Edison, in fact, killed Augustus Vandenberg. We might as well watch his story now. So, apparently we know where he was up until this point. Was he dead in the basement? I think we're going to get to the end of this tonight. Yes. Yes. Follow Augustus Vandenberg. What's the... Oh yeah, I know what the ball is. It's because I'm following him. She comes in, sees the body, screams, stands there, has a fit. Realistically, his story should now be viewed. Apparently it's not. Oh well, we are completionists after all. Let's have a quick mooch. Grab some stuff. We read this already, didn't we? Wasn't a wrench. Things are happening. He stabbed him.
I just found him. I found him like this. It wasn't me.
I still don't think Edison killed Tesla, though. Thank you for your kind, if rather ambiguous invitation. You shush.
Dear Mr. Tesla, thank you for your kind, if rather ambiguous, invitation. I do not know how you came to hear of me, but in truth, I'm very short of friends these days, so I will gladly come to your island. However, while I'm there, please refrain from offering me drink. There are parts of me that I do not care for, and alcohol tends to bring them forth. I look forward to meeting you. Gustav.
Interesting. I'm curious to know what the offer was. I assume it's a chance to redeem his career, which to me says Tesla knew he was going to die. I'm just saying. No, he was down here stabbing him. she's way too shady.
It could have been Miss White.
Don't you dare. I say we tie up this animal until the police arrive.
Skip to the end.
The scream clearly came from under the house.
That pocket watch is a dead giveaway. Surely, with him clocking that.
All of you. I sat quietly and listened to your lies. And one of you took that to me.
When did you take this out?
Arrogance. You took another life.
Skip to the end. Right, so let's go back to the balcony and then see what we've got. So Gustav, we know, didn't kill Tesla. He wasn't on the island when Tesla died. White was outside with footprints that were over 20 minutes old. So she's kind of ruled out, unless, of course, there is some sort of secret passage that leads you to there. I'm not entirely convinced. It still might be her. Mr. Swan is shady, but I feel like the death of Tesla would jeopardize his position, and he wouldn't want to do that. This has not filled itself in. Screw you, game. I don't think he would want to jeopardize his position. Augustus Vanderberg, he just seems spineless. I don't know if that's like a usual suspect thing where I'm just like, okay, I'm ruling him out, where realistically he's actually the culprit. I don't know. Edison, classic bell end, just stabbed Augustus Vanderberg because he's got his wires crossed. Bit of a hothead, might have had an altercation with Tesla, but I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced. Now, Sarah Bernhardt, she bugs me because she's lying out of her arse, but I don't know why. So I'm going to follow her story. I think we've seen most of it, to be fair. The only time we don't see her is when she's in there with him.
Ma chérie. We are friends, aren't we? Would you like to talk with the dead? What do you mean?
We've seen all this bit. Don't you shut that door on me.
It's a magic number.
1, 2, 3. Menage a trois. I'm pretty sure she's had a few of those. Because her father messed her up. Alright, let's see what went on between these two. In their dark.
Why don't you want to be a clown?
Your imagination is run away with you. I only thought
The detective. Did he tell you something better?
he did not even mention you.
You said you lost someone. Who'd you lose?
My mother. She died when I was young.
What was her name?
You know, if this contraption really works, then shouldn't we call Tesla? Monsieur Tesla! Monsieur Nikola Tesla! If your killer is in this house, speak his name. Speak his name.
His name? Oh, you're not gonna kiss her again, are you?
He came from in there. Where's she? Where is she?
I don't know.
So, I mean, he watched those two come out of that room. What are you doing, Tesla? You're still dead, right? Yeah, I think you're still dead. Right, so, we know where she was the entire time. Mr. Mundy? Yeah, we basically know where you were as well. I don't know where I am. And we watched you the entire time. And the game's just not filled in the gap. Maybe I wasn't looking directly at him or something.
Well, maybe you should go and find him then.
Don't be rude.
I should have filled in the gap. There we go. And Tesla appears to be in exactly the same place he's always been.
3 is a magic number.
Mr. Tesla, let us see your pretty face once again. There goes Mr. Swan, not shutting the door. Here comes the breeze. Alright, chapter 3 was quick. How did her locket get in his possession? How did her locket get down there? Was she rummaging through Tesla to see if he had anything on him? Did I miss it? When was the last time we saw her with that locket? I feel like it was at the start. What time is it now? I can't see a clock. Half 9. I can either follow this lead, or I can try and finish this. Let's see what you do, Gustav. And we should have everybody in the basement.
VRverse locket.
I have to go.
That locket's kind of bugging me though. When did it get there? Wait. Everybody's not here? I do vaguely remember them being at Tesla earlier.
Let me check the house again. We might have missed something. I don't think you should be drinking.
What were you?
Rewind. Hey, where did we get a new sheet from and who covered up Tesla? Is this rewinding or is this gone as far as it'll go? Why is she wearing a locket again?
We've been here a quarter of an hour. Let me check the house again. We might have missed.
No, we haven't. We've been here for like 20 minutes.
I don't think you should be drinking.
What were you doing in the basement?
You told me to look around. You must know I had nothing to do with this. I'm the one who found him.
A deductive mind would see that as evidence of guilt.
Really? What's your alibi?
When we arrived together, I didn't have time to search Tesla's body thoroughly. I was distracted. But later on, I had another look and I found this.
But she's got one around her neck. Oh, it's half.
Why would I make a duplicate of my own locket? Somebody is clearly trying to frame me, aren't they?
Give me back Mr. Tesla's gun.
For goodness sake, you can trust me. You said so yourself.
Give me back the gun!
I don't
She
have it.
can't.
I didn't feel safe carrying it around, so I hid it away.
Get it. Now.
And don't take too long.
Wait, I want her. That locket is annoying me. Is it half of it, or is it just the same thing? Did Tesla... No, it is the full-on locket. So did Tesla actually time travel? Did he grab the locket of his killer? Can I not see this? It's 7 o'clock. Roughly an hour and 15 minutes since Tesla was killed. What's this? Oh, it's the will. Ooh. Okay.
I, Victor Mundy, direct that all estates, inheritance, and other death taxes shall be paid as an expense of administration. Other death.
Did he figure it out? Does he know? Because I kind of don't want to know right now. What are you running about, lady? He's not after Monday. Who are you looking for, Gustav? And why has Monday got what appears to be a gun? Is it your gun?
Rose water.
It's quite a nose. Is he gonna catch Monday trying to kill his daughter? Oh, there's Mr. Edison. Killer, murderer, asshole.
Mr. Edison?
I'm going to my room to lock the door and wait for the police. And once they take that Victor Monday away, maybe I'll come out.
I thought you'd like to spend more time in the basement, lapping up a little of the Tesla genius. I had a revelation about those two words we found. Other death. You see, I don't think it was a prediction from beyond the grave, or even instructions from the killer. But I think you know that. Don't you, Mr. Edison?
What I know is, you're drunk, and you're grasping at straws.
You burned that document, didn't you? But thanks to Victor Monday, I know what it was.
For goodness sake, good.
If you die without a will, they will auction off everything you have. That means all of Tesla's inventions, all of his patents, all of his genius. It will all go on a nice little auction. Where a thief like you can snap it up and put the Edison stamp on it. But what if somebody were to figure out your little plan and wanted to bid against you at the auction? You're wealthy, Mr. Edison, but you're not Vanderberg wealthy, and that's why you killed him.
And I'm sure you have all sorts of evidence to support this theory, don't you?
I mean,
It's all about time. First we met, I asked you to mark the hour of death of Mr. Tesla. You took out your pocket watch and said 6 o'clock. And right at that moment, the grandfather clock struck 6, which meant that your pocket watch and the grandfather clock were both on local time. Perfectly synchronized. But later when we went into the basement and I asked you to mark the time of death of Mr. Vanderberg, you said 11:45.
So what?
Well, when I went back upstairs a few minutes later, I heard the grandfather clock strike 7. Which meant that your pocket watch was no longer on local time. Do you know where in the world it was 11:45 when you told me that?
Where?
Manchester, England. The hometown of Mr. Vanderberg. The place to which his pocket watch was sent.
This is nonsense.
Is it? Turn out your pockets, Mr. Edison.
Even if I did kill him, why the hell would I take his pocket watch?
You can't put a snake in front of a wolf and expect them not to eat it.
Satisfied?
Other pocket.
Yanks. Maybe he did kill him. Oh shit, I'm not following. Big chase. Or I'll shoot. And the world will be 2 inventors down. Now what's your plan, Eddie boy?
Stop.
Am I supposed to believe you're going to shoot me? How will you explain that to the police? Oh, I see. You
Because I know how easily you can fool a policeman. We all came here to make our mistakes undone. I cannot undo mine, but I can make sure it doesn't happen again.
And after you shoot me, I suppose you justify yourself to the law by showing them the only piece of proof that confirms your story. And then they'll have to believe you, won't they?
Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it.
No! Doesn't matter. I still have the locket. I don't know why you made a duplicate, but I know it proves something.
I've never seen that before in my entire life. Why don't you turn the gun on yourself? You're nothing but a drunk. A detective who let 2 murders happen under his nose. And me? I am the father of the modern age.
You killed that boy, and you killed Mr. Tesla.
Is that what you believe?
It's what I know.
I don't think he killed Tesla. Still.
Men like you escape the gallows, but you're not escaping me.
Frickin' really? I mean, I heard dude coming, but can we watch him? Did he die? I kind of want to know. Did he die?
Are you alright?
Interesting. I still don't think he killed Tesla. I really don't. Let's see what Flora did with her time. I know she went this way. There we go. God, she's slow on stairs. I wonder if she managed to make her way into the vault. But she was like, do you know what, screw the whole gun thing. Well, she went for the gun, found that the vault was open. Yeah, that's probably what happened. It's the first chance she's really had. Yes, the gun is off. Which means so's the magnet. I want to see. Oh. She's not alone.
Wait. Stop. I need the gun. I know who the killer is. I said I know who the killer is.
I just want to get inside this room.
It was you.
An innocent boy is dead. Imagine how his father will feel.
Father. I imagine he'll feel like it was all his fault. If you love someone, you must protect them. Or you'll be doomed to avenge them. Godspeed, Mr. Swan. I hope you find your peace out there.
I hope you find yours in there.
Okay. So what did he do with the gun between shoving Gustav off of a cliff and now? Oh, this is getting so good. Well, I mean, it's been amazing all the way through, but... Do I really want to know what's in here yet? Oh, documentation.
Letter. Tesla to Elon Musk. Dearest Mr. Musk, you do not know me, but I have a gift for you. Travel to the France-Switzerland border near Geneva. Go to latitude 46.234035 north. Longitude 6.05245.
So he's obviously invented time travel because... How the hell does he know that Elon Musk exists at this point in time?
It has been challenging to divert resources for Mr. Westinghouse's project, so that I may build the Wardenclyffe Tower here in secret. But at last, it is complete. The Hydro Flora found the room under the house. In my excitement, I told her what it can do. That was a mistake. She wanted to use it, of course, but I forbid her. She was angry. I had to send her away. I need a new assistant who will not be tempted by what they might see here.
Those coordinates are like they actually lead to a specific place, or is that part of the Elon Musk mythos? Like, did he actually go there and dig and come back with an idea for cheap, electric cars? Admittedly, I don't know a great deal about Elon Musk. I'll have a quick look around here before she gets here. Oh, we have more notes.
Obituaries. Louis Le Prince, age 49, who went missing some years ago, has been declared dead by virtue of absence. He was an ingenious man, often seen tinkering with his homemade contraptions. He was consumed by his desire to work for famed inventor Thomas Edison. He leaves no family.
I'm going to Google those coordinates later, Rob. I hope you understand you've essentially given me homework. Oh, that's not plugged in. She'll need that. Right, I think we can play. Did we hit play? What's she doing? I mean, she's alone. Wait, she doesn't remember killing Tesla because she hasn't done it yet. Wait. Time travel's a bitch. I'm just gonna let it play. Klaatu. Barata. Necktie. What do you expect this to do? Yeah, it's just that one. Like, surely she'd... Like, there's a switch or something.
I don't understand. How does it work?
And that's the murder weapon. Do you really want to hold something that could realistically conduct what may be a buttload of electricity into you? And it's now 6:15, 5 minutes before the death of Nikola Tesla. I don't think I want to see this yet. We've now got chapter 0. So she bugs out at like 7 minutes past 7. What's happening with Mr. Swan? I assume... I don't know where you are. Okay. So we know that Tesla, Vandenberg, and the Flora's there. Where the flying ducky? So Mr. Swan shows up in the basement. He comes down the stairs up here. So we know he's going to show up there at least about there-ish. Did we catch a glimpse of him anywhere? So we're just going to go to the start and just have a quick walk around the house. You're that devious, Rob, that I'm honestly, like, I was honestly convinced that she did it pretty much from the start. But now I don't know if she does. Like, I've come across this information too quick, too early. I mean, the time travel does certainly explain the footprints. Ah, here you go. Mr. Swan, what are you doing? Remember, even when you see who killed Tesla, it doesn't mean you solved the murder yet. Ah, you're locking the door because you want to do something. That's it, keep some keys on you. Saves the issues you had last time.
My name is Oculus. I am on Heston Island, and there has been another murder. Can you hear me? Please, connect me to the mainland police station. Yes, police. The mainland police station. I am calling from Nikola Tesla's mansion on Heston Island. There has been another murder. Yes. Someone called you earlier to report the first murder, and now there has been another. Oh my God. It's him.
Yeah, but how did he kill Tesla? He rocked up on a boat. I mean, the motive for not reporting it, unless Tesla left him orders or something, is questionable, but...
Because he kills them both. He
No, you've got that wrong.
You must come immediately. We have a killer on the loose.
And that's when he then starts looking for the gun. And why he chucks him over a cliff, because he's convinced he's a killer. A little bit rash. Probably going to get him deported, you know. Well, he's probably going to be deported anyway without a master. Come on, Oplong. I mock him and yet I walk exactly the same right now. My foot is killing me. I went shopping earlier and it just destroyed me.
Stop.
Skip to the end. I think people are going to twig when a blind man points a gun at them that you're not blind. Just saying. I hate that it shows me where they've come from rather than where they're going. I already know what's down there. I saw it earlier. I think I found all the diary pages.
No, please.
Hey, that's still over there broken. What? They're right down the hallway. Go listen. If you listen to that conversation, you might not throw a dude off of a cliff. I mean, at this point in time, I think she's gone back in time. If not, she's about to.
Hello?
Oh, you're checking out the destroyed door. Where did he lose the gun?
I'm sorry.
Wait, let me catch up. Go. You hear him.
It's what I do! Men like you escape the gallows, but you're not escaping
Okay.
me!
He tosses the gun. Those two have a conversation. Okay. Yeah, we're going to see this through tonight. If that zero chapter isn't too long. Tommy boy. We mostly know where you were. Where did you start out? We don't mostly know where you were. We meet you there at the top of the stairs, but how do you get there? I'm going to start here and go hunting. See what we can see. Why did nobody shut that window? It's just too obvious.
Sarah Bernhardt knocks them dead. The famed actress took to the Paris stage last week, dazzling audiences with her interpretation of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Notorious theatre critic Benjamin Brantley praised her performance, saying, "This is a woman who knows tragedy. Is there any role she cannot play?" Swan's contract of servitude. This indenture, made the 19th day of June between Oliver Swan and Nikola Tesla, declares that Mr. Swan shall labor in servitude to Mr. Tesla in exchange for his passage from Zanzibar. This agreement shall stand until such time as the custom of the country declares it null and void.
Okay, so back to what he says. Experiment number 194.
Experiment number 194. After some initial apprehension, Mr. Swan held on to the copper cables. But when the lightning struck, the charge burned his hands, just as it burned Flora's hands a few months ago. He was upset. Mr. Swan feels he has suffered in this house. I placated him with a promise that I would repay him in kind when I write my last will and testament. Pain will not stand in the way of discovery.
So have I just happened to find that in the right order, or just a ball? Is it that you find one and it opens up that specific one, then every time you find one it's... Wait, when did I hit play? How long has it been playing? Who was we looking for? We were looking for Tommy Boy, right? Who was upstairs.
At first,
Yeah, I've listened to these. Song of the Sea. Oh, did I read the note that's in the piano?
the man in room 3.
Yes, I did. Douchebag. mean, there's the biggest motive here is Tesla's. Like, what? What was his motive for this gathering? Other than, you know, a massive whodunit and... Right, well, I know he was down here somewhere at some point. He could have come up from the basement, to be fair. Oh, here he is. Fighting. In fact, let's just rewind this way.
Come with me.
What is it you want?
Listen, you helped me. Now I want to help you. I know who the killer is. When you were with the detective, I saw someone go down there with the boy, and they came up alone.
Who?
Who do you think? Victor Mundy.
Yes. Yes, of course. You're right. We need to kill him.
Precisely, yes.
Because we
Hush.
Gustav to protect us. They used to call him the detective so good they named him twice. But not anymore. I read in the papers back in Sweden. Gustav caught the murderer. He had the man at gunpoint. But the killer persuaded Gustav of his innocence, and Gustav let him go. That man murdered 9 more women before he was caught again, so we won't rely on the detective. And when the police arrive, together, we say we killed Monsieur Mundy in self-defense.
Well then, it's agreed. We'll do that. Okay, so what if we...
I bring him to the roof. I keep his eyes on me. You wait until we're up there. And then you sneak up behind him. And you push him off. That's what we're going to do.
Perhaps it would be safer
No.
if...
Just the fall of the roof. You understand?
Okay.
Hey, J4. Thank you very much. So, I will say this. Hey, Buck. The investigation is going interestingly. We're very, very close to the end, which is what I was just about to explain to J4. So, J4, this is basically a story-driven experience. If you haven't played it before and you intend to play it, then maybe you should turn the volume down and just live in chat, like pop the chat out and not watch. It is a fantastic storyline, and the Doctor definitely prescribes it. Everybody loves you, Buck. So I'm just going to give you like a 2-second, like you can, you know, chat for like a second and then decide if you are going to want to see this, because this is basically the end of a story. If you're going to go back and watch the streams, fair enough, you can do that. But I do thoroughly recommend that you play this yourself. You're going to thank me if you do. You're chilling. Alright, well, I mean, you've had your warning. Hey, Robin, the investigation is going well. We may actually finish it tonight.
Can I trust you?
These two are conspiring to kill Victor Mundy. We've seen things. You're never going to play it. Buck, you are missing out, seriously. Who are we following? Oh, we were following Edison, because we already have half his storyline. This is chapter 4. What are you going to do, Tommy boy? You murderous bastard. He killed a kid. You have top chat, not live chat. Seriously? I frickin' do. That's very, very annoying. This is going to break everything. As I usually do. Oh, that is so annoying. Hopefully I haven't missed anything from anybody. Hope you have plenty of TP. Last I saw, yes. He does have plenty of TP. Right, so I think that's fine now. So let's just make invisible hours the active window. And game on! Right, is this where the inspector... Wait, is Mundy dead? Still me, Buck. You have to get your doctorate like the rest of us did. What are you doing, Tommy boy? Are you just waiting for her to do a thing, I'm guessing? Need some butthead to make TP. I need TP for my bunghole. Bunghole. Because I vaguely remember him walking around with a weapon too. But we're not doing his story right now. So while we're waiting for Tommy Boy to actually do something... Oh, no, maybe he's about to do it. We found out that Edison did essentially create a time machine. Miss Flora White has gone to said time machine and she's travelled back in time, which would potentially mean that she could get to the gazebo after killing Tesla and not leave the footprints that we would expect to see. It also means, well, she left with basically the murder weapon in her hand. At that point, I stopped it. We need to follow Tommy Boy. This is where he gets confronted. Oh yeah, also, the kid is... The kid has died.
Maybe I'll come out.
I thought you'd like to...
Edison stabbed him.
Lapping up a little of that Tesla juice.
I think we basically know the whereabouts of Edison at this point. Yeah. So, Sarah. This is where you're chatting to Tommy Boy, right? You were up the stairs to the right down the hall. You were about here. Wait, come back. I need to watch you walk away. Right, Sarah, where are you going? The clock is striking. Where the hell has she gone?
Just in case.
Oh, now she looks all suave and seductive. How's your day going then, Robin? I mean, she ain't sneaking anywhere. Ah, she's going for the knife. Did he put that knife back there? I don't know. It's a knife. Who just walked down there? It can't be Monday, because that's who she's after.
I've been looking for you too. I know who killed them.
Is that right? And who might that be?
Swan.
The butler. Of course.
I mean, I just saw the knife, so he totally saw it. Good here, I biked and mowed, and now I'm relaxing. I went shopping. I potentially may die in the coming days, you know. Really? Wait, whose passport is that? Ah. He knows that that's his daughter. He's found her passport. And that's why he wants to murder her. Being a doctor will help you in that regard, I'm sure. Assuming you are a real doctor. Someone got too close in the post office today. I glared and they moved back. So while I was shopping, there was a dude who was walking through the shop, not looking where he was going, and I basically walked up and just bashed his trolley to make him look where he was going and then walk away. Yeah, I've become a dick in COVID-19. Normally I would have said something, but I just went boop.
This house is full of secret passageways. He could ambush us from anywhere, but he cannot do that on the roof.
I mean, that's true.
Want you to be safe.
I feel exactly the same way about you. Let's go.
The roof. Hey, Ryan Squirrel System. That is an interesting name that I would love to know the story behind. Do you have a system for squirrels? Do you train squirrels to run mazes?
We must get through, break it open.
Won't that attract the attention of the killer?
We must be on the roof to signal to the police when they arrive.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Let me just use this knife to break the lock. Just punish him and stab him. I feel like I should get a doctorate too. It'll look good on my resume. Yeah, I mean, you know, people do generally like doctors. There you go, Monday. What a kick. I like him. We're following her, aren't we? Man, I feel like she could have tucked that into that belt and kept her hands open. Quick pause. The umbrella? I found an umbrella earlier. Did it get blown away? I think that might be the same one. Just want to have a quick cursory glance around and see. There doesn't appear to be any secret documentation up here. Alright, let's see how this plays out. He did. He's a fancy man. Fresh out of prison. That's the umbrella whipping in the wind.
Such a magnificent view.
I can see everything clearly.
Let's wait till I'm older.
Yeah, Edison's not coming.
Pardon? What do you mean?
Use your real voice. I see. Use your real voice. You have great.
I wish a little squirrel maze would be so cute. We have a system is called the squirrel system because we love squirrels. They're so fluffy. They are so fluffy. If you follow Don, Christ, what's his other name? I forget. VR gamer dude? Shit. He found some squirrels. So for those that don't know what's happening right now, this man killed his wife, and in the courtroom when his daughter testified, he chopped off her nose. His daughter then went away and put on a French accent and became an actress. And that's this chick right here. He always vowed that if he ever saw his daughter again, he would kill her, and he's figured out who she actually is. She figured out who he was a little while ago. He went to prison and found God, but apparently not that much. Rob, is there anybody in this story that doesn't end up dead? Also, upskirt shot. Well, would you look at that? Not covered in blood. And that is the tragic end of Mr. Victor Mundy. F to pay respects. That's why she did the nose thing, yeah. Because he chopped it off in a courtroom. And she's been hiding as an actress ever since. After some plastic surgery. I'm assuming she's having a little bit of closure. You probably don't want to leave that, or maybe you should leave that there. It depends how deep it's gone. Oh, she's about to die as well, isn't she? So if she goes west, have the 8 people in the house, 5 of them are dead. I love that the music cues are exactly the same no matter who you're looking at. Just hurry up and fall down the stairs. Come on, fall down the stairs. Fall down the stairs. Here she goes. She's going. She's a step closer. Nope, nope, she's leaning back. Aim for the post and miss. You're gonna fall down head to head with your father, aren't you? Oh, maybe she lives. Maybe she lives. So, okay. We know what happened to Tommy Boy. I don't know why we don't know what happened to him here. We watched him. We know what happened to her. Victor Mundy is... yeah, we're not on chapter 4. Right, Victor Mundy then. So we know he finds her passport, right? So we go to the top of the stairs, we do a left. And at the end is... her room? So we'll start there. That one would probably not have hit any major... Yeah, it was a very shallow blade as well. This is downstairs, isn't it? That's why we couldn't find where we wanted to be. Downstairs, this is the upstairs map, so I predict he's about there-ish. Apparently he's here. Yeah, no, about there-ish. Okay, he's not here. Oh, Victor! I think we saw him downstairs earlier, right? Oh, no, we did a look through all of the downstairs. We came up here and found these two. And then we followed Edison from there. So, where are you, Victor? Whose bag is this? He's not here. must be downstairs. Like downstairs. I think he's in the crapper. Push button toilet. This far back in the past, Tesla truly is a visionary.
Miskatonic University, Arkham Library. Card number 1916.
He rented the Necronomicon?
Tesla. Address 454 Angel Street, Providence. Book on loan, Necronomicon by Abdul El Hazred. March 15th.
Is this the Necronomicon? I wasn't too far off quoting the Evil Dead earlier. What the hell is that? Is that Ms. White? Right, if Monday's not in here... Wait, we came here before, didn't we? Then we're skipping to the basement. Because that's the only place he could be. Failing that, we'll do the whole find out where he is and rewind trick. Where the chuffing hell is he? Is he in a room and hiding? Have I just blazed right by him? Maybe he's outside. That mask has got to be a thing. So this is £30 on Steam. I mean, it's a lot of money for a one-shot deal, I've got to admit. It is a lot of money. However, yeah, if you go for bowls, what is it, £10 an hour? I've certainly had a 30 quid's worth. Where in the flying hell is Victor Mundy? Right, we're just going to have to find out where he is and then rewind him, I suppose. So, we catch up with Mundy here. I think I paid less. I'll say that. So I'm just gonna look at the chat. It's a one and done. Yeah. Now, admittedly, you could. Oh crap! I'm not following where he is, am I? I have to see where he is. I freaking went in there. See, I do intend on showing this to everybody who I can get in there, but I am going to get Kerry to go through it all. Certainly. And here we go.
I know you can.
Can't believe I walked right by this room.
This is my hour of need. Give me a sign. Show me what to do.
I mean, realistically, Buck, you don't need to buy it, do you? You have access to my Steam.
Struck me down. Because men like me don't get away with things like this. They'll put me to the gallows this time. Then hang me. Is that what you want?
That's just unfortunate. I think I paid about £10 for this, and honestly I don't regret that at all. I got it in a Steam sale, which summer's coming.
That's right, innit? Of course. I'll pack her bags and ask her to run away with me. She'll come. Won't she?
I mean, aside from being a little bit rapey in this scenario, in that she made it kind of obvious that she was afraid of him before, it's a bit strange. Oh. Yeah. No, it's okay. Thanks. Oh, don't tell me I broke it by lifting the rift up. That would be really unfortunate. Oh, come on. Come back to me, baby. God damn it. I do nothing but break this frickin' game tonight. It did this with Half-Life as well. Oh, I am gonna have to wipe this system back. I wonder if I have a Windows 10 USB. It does eventually come back. There we go. But it's just annoying as balls. While we're here. Nope, it's gone again. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, Donkey came in the chat earlier and said that there was an issue with the Oculus firmware. It makes me wonder if there's a memory leak. Because it just constantly kept saying that I was out of memory earlier. Although right now it's the CPU that's locking things up. Which is nice. Right. Where did Victor go? Oh, he's there. Let's rewind him a touch. And let's go. So this is how he finds out her name is Mary Mundy. His daughter. And then this is where he goes in search.
I've been looking for you.
Looking for you too.
And we know how this story goes. So that's Victor Mundy. And then Nikola Tesla. Spoiler alert, he's there. Everybody watch Tesla. Mr. Swan has no respect for the dead. He just walks around Tesla like he's just not even there. Right, so Tesla hasn't moved for the entire frickin' game. Now, we can go here. Basement, right? So this is essentially where things come to a conclusion. She's gone through the time machine. But this is just all spoiler territory at this point. You should have run away. So the time now, worth noting, it was gone 7, it's now 5:45. Notice this looks dramatically like the one that killed Tesla. Oh, speaking of the devil. So this is future Flora. This is past Flora.
Why let these total strangers make their mistakes undone when I'm begging you, Nicola?
Because undoing their mistakes doesn't hurt anyone else.
It hurts me. Be a good man, goddamn you! Be a good man. Okay. May God strike you down.
So off she pops. To go and have a good cry.
Nice to see you again. You should leave.
I know that gun is empty. Why didn't the room take me where I wanted to go?
Because you don't know how to use it.
Then tell me how.
My answer to you will always be the same. Your husband died saving the lives of 10 other men. If you go back and stop him going to war, those men die instead, and you hand your suffering to 10 other wives just like you. So no, I will never tell you how to use my room. You will only get inside this house again over my dead body. You'll have to kill me.
I think I already did.
It's 11 PM here, and I'm making coffee. That is a terrible, terrible idea, James. So, I mean, I said that she did it from the start. But here's the thing. Time travel makes everything really, really messy. Because in order for her to get into that house, Tesla needs to be dead. So, what the actual Friday? I'm going to do chapter 0. I am going to start at Gustav. I mean, what an ending, though. So Gustav ends up getting pushed off of a cliff. She ends up existing twice. he kills Gustav incorrectly because he thinks that Gustav killed Augustus. Augustus is actually killed by Edison. She is stabbed and presumed dead. Mundy is electrocuted and presumed dead. And Tesla has been dead for pretty much 90% of this game. So, at 5:40, Gustav, where the fresh hell were you? And more to the fact, how can I even find out? Can I go there and rewind him, or? Because, I mean, we know he was on the boat. Why didn't he phone the police? I think I'm going to have to go to the end and rewind him. Or is it a case of his timeline just flat out doesn't exist? Okay, Mr. Swan. Where the devil were you when Tesla died? I'm going to go ahead and take a stab at the kitchen. So that puts that about here-ish. Wait, are we on chapter 1 or 0? We're on 0. That's fine then. And I nailed it. So that's why I went round to that window. With sweeping. Who lets a blind man do the sweeping? And the fact that his house isn't completely filthy, surely Tesla's twigged that he's not a blind man. Okay, so he spends chapter 0 sweeping the kitchen. Augustus Vanderberg. Okay, upstairs, down the corridor, do a left. No, do a right. He's probably about here. There we go. So he didn't poison this yet. Glug, 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 glug. Did you say a thing just then, or did you just... I feel like the only person that matters at this point is actually Tesla. And that's the woman's voice that he heard. And off she pops. So he just sits there passing a bottle back and forth. Thomas Edison. He's upstairs. We've been back there in the kitchen. We've been up there in the front. I believe his room... Wasn't he sharing with Mundy? Oh no, wait, he was, what the hell was his room? Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? There we go. Alright, Tommy boy, what were you doing while Tessa was murdered? Staring at the blank page. This nosy asshole had to, like, be curious. He's just gonna stare at his book, isn't he? Did he just say something? He did. Sure his jaw's flapping. He heard all of that. Why was he shocked? Writer's block. You're such a tease, Tommy boy. Such a tease. Okay, so we know what Edison did. She was upstairs powdering her nose. Probably. That would be over here, one would assume. Oh, there she is. Smoking and reading. She's reading the book backwards. End of chapter 0. Right, Monday is certainly a curiosity. I know he was, when we first met him in here.
Is that them?
No. Oh, so here he is again. So he just sits there and waits for everything to go down. Absolutely heard what was going on. And now the man of the hour. Let's see if he was at the front door. He was not. So where? Mr. Tesla. Let's see what you have to say about this terrible situation. So this explains why he answered his own door. Shit, we're not following him.
Flora. You came all this way for the same answer.
Nicola, please. Please.
You are trespassing on this island.
You must let me in.
Understand me. You will only get inside this house over my dead body. Leave. Now.
Why won't you help me?
I am helping you.
Why these people? Why let these total strangers make their mistakes undone when I'm begging you, Nicola.
Because undoing their mistakes doesn't hurt anyone else.
It hurts me. Be a good man, goddamn you. Be a good man. May God strike you down.
Hello, Flora. Nice to see you again. You should leave.
I know that gun is empty. Why didn't the room take me where I wanted to go?
Because you don't know how to use it.
Then tell me how.
My answer to you will always be...
And that's it. That is everybody's story. That is how she ended up on the gazebo crying in Act 1, while actually not leaving any footprints and yet still killing him. It has been a fantastic, fantastic journey. Rob, you did a phenomenal job, and I would love to sit down and have a chat with you at some point in the near future. There are a number of questions. None that, you didn't leave me with questions in... Well, you left me with one question, but it's an inherent flaw with time travel. It's always going to happen. But I just want to know so many things. So it's been one hell of a run. I do thoroughly recommend that you play this for yourself. But But as previously pointed out by Buck earlier, 30 quid for a one and done is quite pricey. I feel like it's worth it. It's certainly given me many, many hours of entertainment. There's probably at least a good 10 hours, depending on how you want to get into it. And I haven't found all the pictures, I haven't found all the papers. I certainly haven't found all the diaries either. So I could realistically go hunting for those as well. So there's certainly plenty to do. You are going to get your money's worth. But I also understand the apprehension of not spending £30 on something that you are never going to play again. Like, you can't unsee what you've seen. You can show it to other people, but ultimately that is all you can do. So, yeah, that is now the end of the Invisible Hours. I did have a fantastic time. I need a new game for next week. I might go for Saints and Sinners. I might go Fisherman's Tale. Or maybe I'll look through the catalogue and see what I've started and not gone anywhere with. See if I can get that completed. If you have any suggestions, by all means, you can tweet me or send me messages, leave comments, things like that. There's plenty of methods in which you can get in touch. And that is going to do it for this stream. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Ryan, Squirrel System, Buck, Robin, Rob, Donkey Gamer. Anybody that I've missed, I'm sorry. But it's been, I think Bug popped by earlier as well, didn't he? Oh, J4VR, hopefully you enjoyed yourself. And, oh yeah, Paul popped in as well. So, yeah, that is everything from me today. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button and make sure you subscribe for more. We'll be back next week with a new game. Thanks very much. The Doctor is out. All right, now I'm out.